We are in the capital of Nova Scotia, Halifax, Nova Scotia to be exact, and everywhere you look, things are looking festive, and I'll tell you what, inside the World Trade and Convention Centre, festive indeed. Neville MacKay, what's going on?
Hello, it is just a madhouse of Christmas in here, isn't it? For the Festival of Trees 2010.
Now, what's
Absolutely
the deal?
beautiful.
Festival of Trees, bottom line, it's a
charitable fundraiser for the Nova Scotia Mental Health Foundation, and it's an event that's done every year. There's a big wreath decorating thing and trees and a big gala at the end, and
nice.
Absolute luncheons, the whole works.
And people bid on these beautiful creations.
They do. I mean, look at this tree behind us.
Now, you did this.
Well, yeah, Danielle and I did this. Isn't it
beautiful?
Really pretty, isn't it?
It is.
But
what was your theme here now, Neville?
This is just a traditional Christmas.
Yes.
Just a traditional Christmas, which is beautiful because you can really almost pick up that old world charm.
Yes.
But there's so many wonderful theme trees. I mean, there's one over there that's got Winnie the Pooh people all over it, which is great, and another one that's all done in purples and silvers. And
you're very gracious at this
oh my
time
gosh.
of year.
Well, you know, trees are beautiful, aren't
Yes,
they? They really are.
You've got your great business here. My Mother's Bloomers.
Thank you.
I love the name.
Thank you.
Tell me where it came from.
Do you know, as a kid, we used to help my mother out in the garden a lot. My mother's an avid gardener, or at least she used to be, from England.
Yeah.
And so we'd always help her out in the garden, and she'd call us her little petals, her little blooms, her little blossoms for helping out.
Right.
So when we started the store, I said, you know, I've got to call it my Mother's Bloomers.
Yeah.
And that's a tribute to my mum.
Oh,
but of course,
nice.
everyone gets a little bit dirty with that, which I'm fine with, because
I never did. I love the play
you've been
on
in my
words.
Mother's Bloomers, and you look fabulous in my Mother's Bloomers. Everyone does.
I like
really
it.
do.
I can see it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay, now let's talk about, you do go everywhere. You just came back from Milwaukee, but you're also, besides your store, you're giving workshops, you're doing all that kind of stuff. Tell us what you're doing.
Do you know, I like to be all over the place because giving back to the community is a really big thing for me, and it really is. And I'm doing a talk and demo pretty soon for Government House on decorating for the holidays, and I've got a bunch on the go for different charities and different organizations and different groups, and I do get to speak across North America, all across Canada and the United States, and I'm hosting a tour to England next year. Oh my gosh!
Well, I bit my tongue when you were talking about your mom being from England, but we are fellow Corey fans, hardcore.
Absolutely, hardcore is
Yeah.
right. Do not call me Sunday morning. Don't do it.
I like the Sunday morning because it's all in a row.
Absolutely, I love it.
Like the 25
I love
minutes
that.
or whatever in the evening is not enough, and you just find.
No.
And unlike the American soap operas, this stuff moves. Like you miss a week and you've missed a lot.
They move, and they look like real people.
Yes.
They look like real people. You know,
Yeah.
they're not all perfect.
I know.
Not all perfect.
I mean, how sad were you when Liam died? Be honest.
I know.
I was
crushed.
I was crushed. I cried
I was
and
crushed.
cried and cried.
And really annoyed at Kevin when he started diddling around with
Molly.
Molly. That's not good.
No.
That's not good.
And now, well, I mean, we could go on
We
and
could.
on. So tell us about this Corey trip, because it's big.
Listen, go to coronationtravel.com.
Okay.
Have a look, because we're going, it's on May the 9th to the 19th. The only thing is you have to spend a week with me. That's 11 days with me.
amazing.
So I'm hosting this tour.
Right.
We go to London, spend a couple of days in London. We go to Cardiff, Wales, spend some time in a castle. We're doing Stonehenge and Salisbury and Hampton Court, Liverpool to do a little bit of Beatles thing, and then a couple of days at the Coronation Street city,
Can you
Manchester.
imagine? Who would be
Alex
your favorite?
Gilroy is going to give us a tour of the city. Old Alex, a little pre-you, I think, but he's an old character, he's been around for a long time. And we're going to go to the actual set, the inside and outside sets of Coronation Street. Unreal, hey?
Imagine?
Oh, it's going to be more fun than toast.
Who would you want to meet, though? Like, who's
Any
your
of them.
favorite? Is that true?
Absolutely any of them. I've met a lot of the cast.
Have
and
you? Oh,
a
I
lot
guess,
of the cast,
yes.
and they are great people.
Yeah.
They're great people. You know, they're not pretentious and full of themselves. They're as
No.
common as dirt, which which is wonderful, because as am I. So you know that they're really good actors, and they are really exceptional
Can I just
actors.
tell you who scares the very life out of me is David. Now, I know he's an actor, and yet
Yeah.
he freaks me out. Can I get an amen? Don't you think?
Isn't he a brilliant,
Scary.
brilliant
But I
actor?
wonder
Because he's
if
got
he
that
just
little bit of.
Do you think he gets hostility on the street? 'Cause
They
people
all
think-
do.
Do they?
The ones that are bad characters
He's
get terrible.
evil.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Tony?
Tony. Yeah, he's hot though.
Do you think? Yeah. See, I love Liam.
Yeah, well, you know.
Anyway,
tomato,
he's
tomato.
gone now. Indeed. All right, you're from Nova Scotia.
Absolutely.
Born exactly where?
Shelburne. I
Shelburne.
lived in Middle Ohio, Shelburne.
Oh, nice.
So it was a big deal to go to town, because there was a Stebbins store and all sorts of, and oh my gosh, to go to Yarmouth, there was a street light in Yarmouth.
Yeah.
It flashed. It was incredible. What a deal. And I remember the first time I went to Halifax Airport, and there was an escalator.
Blew your mind.
To go up the escalator and then to be able to come back down it again was
Right.
a treat for
Who
me.
needs Disney World?
Absolutely. I need so little. I know. It's such a wonderful thing to do.
There you go. Okay, no, so talk to us. I know we've got a cool people profile of Neville on our site, but if you're heading out for dinner, where would you go? Where would be some of your favorite spots.
Some of my favorite spots.
Yeah.
There's Chapa Thai, which is wonderful. Great Thai food in town. Great Thai food. I love Il Mercato.
Okay.
Love Il Mercato.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And there's a place in Sackville called Tom's Place.
Yes,
Maria's family.
Yeah,
and
I have to
absolutely
get there. Everybody raves about
brilliant food, because I
Yeah.
like that is one of my favorites, because it doesn't matter whether you want Greek food or Italian food or a roast turkey dinner.
Yeah.
It's there, and
Nice.
it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, and the atmosphere is
and they're
so
so
lovely.
friendly,
Yeah,
because
indeed.
it's like an old-fashioned diner.
Very
which
good.
is great.
Well, I love seeing you, and you can see Neville all the time on breakfast television, and you do radio stuff as well.
I do. I'm starting to get quite a radio face.
You're all glitterified
I know.
now.
Well, it's a look.
Beautiful.
Do you know what? So many people say, "Oh, excuse me, you've got a little glitter on you." So I tell them, "Well, you know what? I am a stripper." Well, that used to be. So I teach it now. Stops them up.
It's not that
It
kind of
stops them.
website.
No, exactly.
because we won't go into that part of your career.
No, absolutely.
But listen, fabulous, and we're going to get some tips. So check out on the website, because we'll have tips for decorating for the season from Neville MacKay. I love you. You're great.
Bless
We
your heart.
look forward to seeing you all the time. And
Happy holidays, everyone.
Indeed, happy holidays.